Hi, welcome to Daily After Dark. If you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a notification or a new episode. Tonight, I'll be featuring the case of Melanie McGuire. This was a recommendation by friend of the show, Richard. Thank you, Richard, for the suggestion. Now, let's go ahead and find out more. Let's go ahead and dive on in. Melanie McGuire was born Melanie Lynn Slate on October 8, 1972. She was born and raised in New Jersey. In 1999, Melanie married William, also known as Bill McGuire. They went on to live in an apartment in Woodbridge, New Jersey, and the couple had two sons together. Bill was an adjunct professor and senior programmer analyst with the Department of Information Resource Development at the New Jersey Institute of Technology. Melanie was a nurse at a fertility clinic. Now, April 28th, 2004, Melanie, who was 32 years old, and Bill, 39 years old, closed on a $450,000 mortgage to buy a home in Warren County. However, within hours of closing on that home, Bill was drugged and shot and then dismembered in his apartment. April 29th, 2004, Melanie says her husband had begun arguing with her, slapped her, and stuffed a dryer sheet in her mouth. She locked herself in the bathroom, so he left in a rage. She says she never saw him again. April 30th, 2004, Bill's 2002 blue Nissan Maxima was found outside the Flamingo Hotel in Atlantic City. A surveillance camera captures a grainy image, but that image is of Melanie getting out of the car and walking away. May 5th, 2004, a man fishing from his boat near the fourth island of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge tunnel discovers a suitcase. That suitcase contained human remains. May 8th, 2004, Bill's abandoned car was towed to a police impound yard. May 11th, 2004, a graduate student finds a suitcase that washed ashore on Fisherman's Island, off Virginia's eastern shore. That suitcase contained a human head and torso. May 16th, 2004, a boater finds a third matching suitcase floating in the bay near the second island of the bridge and tunnel. This suitcase contained more human remains. May 21st, 2004, police release a composite sketch of the face of the man whose remains were discovered. Susan Rice of Chesapeake, Virginia, recognizes the sketch as her husband's longtime friend, Bill McGuire. On the same day, Melanie McGuire signs papers seeking a divorce in New Jersey. May 25th, 2004, Melanie officially files for divorce in Middlesex County. September 15th, 2004, police in Virginia closed their investigation and turned the case over to New Jersey after concluding that Bill was killed in New Jersey. May 8th, 2005, New Jersey authorities obtained a court order allowing them to secretly record hundreds of hours of phone conversations of Melanie and her friends and family. June 2nd, 2005, Melanie is arrested and charged with murdering and dismembering her husband. A not guilty plea is entered on her behalf. Bail is set at $750,000. A few days later, she posts bail and was released. Police say that since 2002, Melanie was having an affair with Bradley Miller, a doctor at the fertility clinic where she worked. October 11th, 2005, a state grand jury hands up a 4-court indictment on Melanie's bail to raise it to $2.1 million. She posts that bail and was released from custody. October 26, 2006, a second indictment is handed up. This one is accusing Melanie of writing a series of letters trying to get police off her trail during the homicide investigation. The letters suggest she's being framed. October 31st, 2006. The second indictment is unsealed after Melanie appears in court and is advised of the new charges. She pleads not guilty. She is released after posting an additional $10,000 bail. November 18th, 2006. Melanie hires a new defense team. March 5th, 2007. Melanie's trial begins. The prosecution states that Melanie drugged her husband and shot him twice to death and then dismembered his body. They discovered that on April 26, 2004, just a few weeks before Bill was murdered, when Melanie bought a .38 caliber revolver. She also began an internet search on her home computer, looking up searches such as undetectable poisons and how to commit murder. And in the days after Bill's murder, Melanie started covering her tracks. She began to try to establish an alibi, claiming they had a domestic argument. Melanie's E-ZPass tag was recorded at a toll in Delaware 2 days after Bill's murder. Melanie claims that this was the result of her going furniture shopping in Delaware, since it has no sales tax. Melanie called E-ZPass and attempted to have the 85-cent charge removed from her account history, but to no avail. A few days later, an unidentified man, believed by many to be Melanie's father, also called E-ZPass and attempted to have that charge removed. The plastic bags that Bill's body were found in were determined by forensics to be the same roll of bags that Melanie had in her home. The luggage that Bill's body was found in matched a set that Melanie had in her basement. The 3 luggage bags that were missing from the basement were the same size luggage bags that Bill's body were found in. April 23rd, 2007. Melanie McGuire is found guilty of first-degree murder. She was also convicted of the lesser charges of perjury, desecration of human remains, and possession of a weapon for unlawful purpose. July 19th, 2002. Melanie was sentenced to life in prison. March 16th, 2011. Melanie's conviction was affirmed by an appeals court. September 20th, 2011. The New Jersey Supreme Court declined to hear her appeal. Melanie is serving her sentence at the Edna Mahan Correctional Facility for Women in Clinton, New Jersey. She will not be eligible for parole until she is 100 years old. And that is the case of Melanie McGuire. Thank you for sticking around for another episode of Danny After Dark. And thank you, Richard, for the case suggestion. Do you have any comments or questions on the case? Leave it down below. Let's be interactive. Do you have a suggestion for a case that you'd like me to cover? Well, leave it down below. You may see it featured in an upcoming episode. Until next time, remember, we don't live in darkness. Darkness lives in us.